moving on to scare tactics. Ghostfacers, these guys play a very humorous role in the series. They are I don't want to say a parody. They're pretty much spot on to the television shows that you see or you saw back in the day where people would go to other people's homes and say like, "Oh, we're gonna find the ghosts here." They're just a very exaggerated play on them because they're like 20 or so, and their dream is to be like on TV, like ghost hunters and stuff. But they have a small website, and in season 1, episode 17, they make their appearance because Sam and Dean find omens, which are demon signs, for a ghost in an abandoned household. And they find out that it's a tulpa. And a tulpa becomes created by make-believe, in a sense, by a Tibetan sigil. And the Tibetan sigil basically is a sign or a mark that when the viewers look at it, or when somebody looks at it, whatever they think of or the legend or myth that they create comes to life. So in that specific episode, the tulpa was a man who was rumored to have murdered his 6 daughters because some young kid and his cousin decided to go around in that abandoned house that had no type of legend before, and draw all of these signs that were from her college ethology book, and they wrote that on the wall or painted it on the wall without even knowing what it really meant, and therefore the tulpa was brought to life. And it was very difficult for Sam and Dean to get rid of it because of the sigil that was on the wall, with it being on the Ghostfacers website, which was called Hellhounds, I believe. With it being on the website, so many viewers on the website kept thinking up new things for the ghost or tulpa to acquire. So when Dean and Sam went to go and get rid of it the first time, iron and salt shots were not working, and they were wondering why. And then when they figured it out, they realized that people were changing it every 5 minutes it could have been. And then creating the tulpa unknowingly in season 1, episode 17, making videos later, and going actual ghost hunting. This episode in season 3, episode 13, they make another appearance with their own like reality TV show where they film it, and they have their whole crew, and they go to an actual house that is rumored to be haunted, and they go in with, they were obviously way in over their heads because it was actually haunted with an actual spirit, actual ghost, and they didn't bring the right equipment. They had their EMF, which is electromagnetic field device that is able to detect ghosts in some way. And they were way in over their heads, but then Sam and Dean were able to come in, save the day by actually getting rid of the ghost because they actually knew what to do. Ghostfacers, they were just fronts. But this falls under the fallacy scare tactics because not episodes, but television shows or individuals that do things like this instill fear in regular viewers that don't really do this on a daily basis and have no desire to seek out ghosts and spirits and ghouls and all those other things. They instill fear because you're sitting at home and then you hear your washer make a noise and you think all of a sudden, oh my god, there's a ghost in my house.